With this train wreck of a year coming to a close, I thought it would be appropriate to take a look at the good games of the year. Now obviously I didn't play every game this year, so if your favorite game of the year did make the cut, don't take it personal. Also, some of the games that I played and will be on this list technically didn't come out in 2018, but I did play in 2018, so it counts anyway. So let's begin with number 5. Number 5. Outlast and Alice Whistleblower are two great games that seriously show how indie games should never be downplayed. From addicting gameplay to its interesting storyline, it's a game that you want to finish and keeps on your toes the entire time. I go more into that in my Outlast Fresh Quest Done Right video, so I'll link in the description below. Some bad things is the underwhelming ending of the first one, and the part of Whistleblower where the protagonist gets into Miles' car, and, you know, his car keys are in the car. Like, why would you leave it there? Why? Why would you leave your car keys in the ignition away from the rob you?
Coincidence? I think not!
But as a whole, it's definitely worth a pickup and worth a playthrough. It's fun, spooky, weird, and more platform than you'll think you have. And skip Outlast 2, because that game sucks. Number 4. Turn up popular fighting games such as Marvel vs. Capcom, Tekken, Dead or Alive, and Mortal Kombat. One thing is stuck in the back of my head, and it's Where's Soul Calibur? And to my surprise, it's everyone else. It's back and better than ever. It's essentially a retry of the first game, but it's still extremely fun, fast, and the game surprisingly accessible to casual players. The characters translate amazing with your Unreal Engine, despite the art look a little better than models, but that's a nitpick. The characters play well, the character creation are extensive and hilarious at times, and overall an amazing return to form for the series. And if you wanted to know who my main, it's Geralt.
Damn, place is just plain strange.
Number 3. Black Ops 4 is honestly surprising. For a game I refused to buy due to no story and implementation of a battle royale mode, I dropped out and went back to Black Ops 3. So when I saw the reviews praising the game as well as second opinion from a good friend of mine, NFL YouTuber King Phantoms, I decided to give it a try, and honestly it was pretty good. Not God's gift to FPS games, but definitely has more life than World War II. The multiplayer is different enough to enjoy with constant events / modifiers to keep it fresh, and Nuketown was free, so that's a plus. Blackout is basically what PUBG should have been, and it actually has a Call of Duty spin. It's basically Battle World, stitching maps from all over the Black Ops series into like this one battlefield for last man standing action. But the coolest thing in Blackout is the zombies, with certain areas with mystery boxes activate mini games where you kill zombies for better gear, which is what I like about it as a whole. It's not Fortnite nor PUBG, it's Call of Duty to the core, and for the first time as a natural compliment. Zombies is just zombies. Not my favorite mode to play, but it's definitely still fun to play, but I do suggest playing with friends. If I can get my friend the Harperos to hop on with me, maybe I'll stream it on Twitch, who knows. Overall, it's the first Call of Duty in a while where I had genuine fun and kept coming back to get that last game in. Number 2. Now I get your anger on why I made this number 1, so don't kill me in the comments. But it doesn't make it less than the first. Hear me out. Smash Ultimate is hands down the best Smash Brothers ever. Better than Brawl, better than 64, better than Melee. Did I say Melee already? I probably said Melee. And extremely better than Smash 4. Because Smash 4 wasn't bad, but it was lacking something, and that something is what Ultimate brings to the table. The game is faster, graphically beautiful, and it's wow. Each character feels amazing and unique, minus the violent characters, which there's too many of these guys for my taste, and you know what, it's being too much for my taste. I don't care about Waluigi. Why is it, if you wanted to bring Isabelle, why wasn't it? Why wasn't Apollo there, huh? Why can't Apollo be the one? Despite minor issues like the Fire Emblem clone characters and the lack of Apollo, and the world like kind of being not that good but fine in its own right, the game was worth the wait. With the stunning visuals that Tank 4, still gripping gameplay that's now fast compared to Brawl and 4, which is why I think it's better than Melee, no offense Melee fans, and a roster big and fun to play around with. Like if you had a character you didn't like before, you could like them now, trust me. And also, if you weren't still on the Switch before this game ever came out, then this game makes the Switch worth having. Also, what you guys are calling Wolf Dad, obviously, the real dad in all the Smash roster is King K. Rool. Fight me.
Nope, you're all wrong. It's Incineroar. Fight me and I'll suplex you.
Now, before I get to telling you what game of the year is, I definitely want to let others get their thoughts on what their game of the year was. Either old, new, we'll have our own, and I want to, showcase that. So, let's roll with that in 3, 2, 1.
I
haven't played too many 2018 games, but I'm gonna have to go with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate because I haven't played a Super Smash Bros. Game until this game because it's my first Nintendo console that I've owned myself, and I've just been having a blast playing with friends in the World of Light mode. I mean, I'm a huge fan of fighting games, so I picked this one up real easy and just been having such great fun with it, especially King DDD. I mean, he's just great.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is up? It's your boy King Phantoms here today to tell you my favorite game of 2018. That game is God of freaking War. Okay? God of War, best game ever. Let me fucking stop playing because it's not the best game ever. But still, it's the best game of 2018. Come on, people. You have to agree with me. You're telling me the former Greek God of War, Kratos, now in Midgard, dealing with Norse mythology creatures and gods is not freaking godlike? You see what I did there? You see? Fucking bitch. You know what I did there. Fuck you. I'm playing. I love you. But seriously, guys, the gameplay of the game was amazing. The story, the music, except Astreas, I hated that little motherfucker. Like, honestly, you following me around with the bow and arrow. Like, I'm over here calling you boy. Like, what the fuck, bro? I don't want you following me everywhere. I'm tired of you. Okay, for real. But still. The game was amazing. The fights was amazing. It's not like the old God of War, but it did follow some of the storyline when it had Athena and some Easter eggs from past games. But still, anyway, that game was so freaking good. Oh my freaking nipples. Damn. Anyway, guys, for real. If you haven't played God of War yet, buy a PS4. If you have an Xbox, fuck you. I love you. I'm playing. But buy God of War today. That's it. That's all I got to tell you. Because it's amazing. It's godlike. See what I did there again? And if you haven't subscribed to Hockey Thief yet, and you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, I want you down with my freaking ghostly army, okay? Okay, thank you. Have a great day. Love you.
God of War is my favorite game of 2018. It has made me feel more connected to Kratos and made me like Kratos more, other than from his edginess in the past and the aesthetic. Kratos has grown up as time went on with his hiatus, and it shows it. Kratos is trying to become a better father for his son and to show him the ropes of being a god and living in this world. Kratos teaches him the atheist ways of not trusting any gods, but he shows him how to be a good person in his own unique way. Kratos teaches Atreus not to use killing as whenever he wants, but to use it for survival. Kratos has changed from before, where it was blind revenge and bloodlust, into becoming a story of lost and coming to grips, and children facing the consequences of their parents. Kratos and Atreus' adventure has made me love the series even more. It made me go back to play the other games, and it made me stick with 2018's God of War. This game has gotten me a personal 10 out of 10, but it's got a 9 out of 10. Mainly because of the long river rides, which has actually got some humor with it with Mimir. The addition of these new characters don't feel as nuisances, but they feel as if they're needed in the story. The world feels lively, and the rowboat adventures you have with Mimir and Atreus, and as Mimir tells the stories, it's great world building, but it's world building naturally. Although it is being told to you, you see it in the world as you look around. As, say, for example, when Mimir tells you the story of the giant who was killed by Thor when he was looking for his son, you see the body. And from the adventure in that body, within that body, you see what Mimir was talking about. You look at the gods differently from before. As the God War series has shown you already, the gods aren't what mythology has always said to them. The gods were mainly cruel in some ways. Kratos' adventures of Atreus, or known as Boy, has fulfilled my void again. God of War is my favorite game of 2018.
Well, since I can't say Kingdom Hearts 3 because that's not coming out until later in January, I'd have to say my favorite game of 2018 was Red Dead Redemption 2. Because not only is it a very detail-rich game, but I'm also a total sucker for open-world shooters.
Number 1. Spider-Man 2, Ultimate Spider-Man, Web of Shadows, Edge of Time, Shared Dimensions, Friend or Foe, and Amazing Spider-Man 2. All Spider-Man games that try to be Spider-Man, but lack something. either in story, gameplay, or even direction. Amazing Spider-Man 2. Good games in their own right, minus Amazing Spider-Man 2, but are missing something to make it the scrum-diddly-umptious of Spider-Man games. And Insomniac Spider-Man is the scrum-diddly-umptious of Spider-Man games, not Amazing Spider-Man 2. The story and world building is out of this world, with Dan Slott and Christos Gage writing it, both being writers and amazing ones in their own right, as well having history in Spider-Man. Dan Slott writing Spider-Man post One More Day, and as well as Christos Gage having a writing credit for the Netflix Daredevil series. So with these two writers on the helm, the game was already in good hands. Spider-Man is an example of how dedication and care can make a game its best. Not only is the story amazing, but the combat is as well. The combat, yes, while taking inspiration from Arkham series, another game series that I love, it expands on it and makes it more Spider-Man. With Spider-Man being extremely flexible and fast, leading to many ways to take down foes in however way you want, and with that the control is intuitive, making you Spider-Man. Your Spider-Man, and the game doesn't shy from it. On top of that, the gadgets allow for more ways to take down enemies, and once again is up to you, and that freedom is amazing. As a fellow New Yorker, this version of New York compared to the others is breathtaking, with the lively city with people driving, walking, getting robbed by cocaine addicts. Yeah, very realistic, and it happened to last Tuesday. Even the buildings have rooms you can see, which makes the game's version of New York superior to the other games, and marks the first game I've ever platinumed. And ever since the DLC dropped my 100%, I'm going back and flipping my way to that 100% again. Now, the only issues I have with the game are the frame per second drops, such as when you use the suspension matrix and some glitches along the way. The game crashed once on me, and the other time it was an in-game cutscene where the characters just stayed bopping for like a couple minutes, like it just didn't go to where I actually have to move around. But you know, with patches, these things happen less. It's you know, it happens. It's not really something that will make a game bad, unless it's like game breaking. That don't happen one time. But the thing that makes this game my favorite game of the year is because of my love for the character and the history of the games before it. I grew up watching the Raimi trilogy, owning the VHS and versions of it on DVD. I love these movies, and it's really close to my heart. But game-wise, while there are some good ones, none of them having a great story that delve into the mythos of the characters, and you know, that being Spider-Man and Peter Parker and all the mainstay characters, this game had a lot of writing on it. And it really did. Because, can you remember the last game we had with Spider-Man? It was, of course... Wait, where's the little button thing? Oh yeah, where's the thing? Amazing Spider-Man 2 came out. That was the last one that came out. And after that, just nothing came out. So, when this game was announced, you know, it had a lot of running on it. It's a great game. And, you know, yeah. So when the game came out, I sat down, played it, and you know, in that beginning couple minutes, I cried. And not because like the story, that was later on. I cried because it's like, it just felt like Spider-Man. It just like, yeah, there's like the web strike and you know, the combos and whatever, but it's just like, it felt like it was made correctly. It wasn't made to tie into a movie. It wasn't made to tie into the storyline. It was just its own thing that newcomers and fans of the old games or Spider-Man in general can enjoy. And yeah, that is why it's my game of the year. It created an authentic Spider-Man experience that fans will love and newcomers will too, like I said before. Anyway, thanks for watching. 2018 was a decent year for gaming, and 2019 is looking like a snack in that regard. Have an amazing 2019, guys. Love you guys, and Shamalamoomoo.
Alright, that's one less warehouse full of Sable Tech for Hammerhead to use against me later.